Davis,
Here.
Kamal,
Here.
Kennard, Jackson,
Here.
Rogers is present, Piles,
Excuse.
and Laster.
She's just running late.
We have a quorum.
All right, could we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Acceptance of the agenda. Be it resolved that the Board of Education accepts the May 11, 2026 meeting agenda as presented.
Support.
Motion by Rogers, supported by Davis. Rogers is yes. Davis,
Yes.
Kamal,
Yes.
Kennard, Jackson.
Yes.
We have, motion has been approved.
All right, next up, public comment.
I have none.
All right, seeing none, let's move on to presentations. We have a presentation from the class of 2027.
Hi, my name's Danielle Kennedy, and I'm the treasurer.
Hi, my name is Dario Rice Napier, and I'm the representative of the class of 2027.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
Good, how about you?
Just make sure you're giving us good energy like you normally do. Both smiles. Listen, I just want to tell the Board of Education that I had a meeting probably a month and a half ago, maybe. It was about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months. And they walked into the meeting, and we asked them a few questions, and this is why I do what I do. This is what I do, because of these young ladies, and they're very conscientious about the importance of school and what they do in our school, for our school, and there's no doubt in my mind that you are going to go on and do some great things, absolutely. So I'm just happy to see both of you. Appreciate you being here. All right, let's see what you got.
So first up, class council has bi-weekly meetings. So every other week, we discuss upcoming fundraisers, event ideas for senior year, budgets, and planning fundraisers, such as currently we want to have an outside day for the rest of the class after the seniors graduate, because I feel like you have a month left and you're like, the seniors graduated, like I want something, so I'm trying to have something for the rest of the class, like the underclassmen to go outside, have a free day like the seniors do, because even though the seniors are leaving, the underclassmen want to have something fun too. So we're trying to have that go on, even though we have a little bit of time left.
Are you going to run through that, or do you want me to challenge that?
You can challenge
See,
it.
I know you
'cause
can, because I know you all can handle it. That's exactly
would
why I
love to
would
do
do that.
it.
Okay. Have you thought outside the box? Like
Yes.
some other different things, the same old, same old, same old, same old. We don't want that.
We've tried, we've decided that we're gonna do one more movie fundraiser, and then we're going to do the outside fundraiser, and that's gonna be it for the year for us. And then we have a whole lot of stuff for our senior year and fundraisers and events for us.
So what are you going to do with the fundraising money?
We're really trying to go somewhere else besides Cedar Point for our
Thank
senior
you.
trip. That's
Thank
the
you.
biggest thing.
Like what?
We said Chicago.
Pushy. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
we've
4.5
been looking
hours.
into yeah, we've been looking to Chicago, but we really want to.
That's it?
No, that's just what the class council came up with. We want to hear what the juniors want, not just the council, but the whole class. And so we're trying to get their opinion also, and just like talk to them one-on-one and what it's about. Like, what would you like to go? Because we've really not trying to go to Cedar Point.
Okay, so I'm going to challenge that too. But actually, I don't have to. You can just invite me into your meeting.
Okay.
I'd rather do that because a lot of students don't know what's out there. Some of the adults have some ideas, and it's not to minimize students, but sometimes you don't know what you don't know. You just don't. So I would expect Chicago, what else? DC,
Washington.
uh,
Because our eighth grade.
you did Cedar Point, what's left? Ooh, think big, he's thinking big.
Real big.
I'll take Toronto, gotta get yourself a passport. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. You have to think bigger and not just for the day, like, gee,
Orlando.
Atlanta, hot Atlanta, hot Atlanta.
Atlanta,
I'm worried about you going, not them.
Orlando.
Okay, so we're just giving you some ideas. I have some ideas from a different district, when I was in a different district, just different ideas to make money. And I have fun making money. Okay, like Save the Last Dance, Sean Patrick Harris.
Yes.
I do know him. He and I went to college together. He's a year behind me.
Really?
Yeah, but that was ages ago. But yes, so he's from Delaware.
Yes, we've had 2 movie fundraisers throughout the year, making a $400 profit. Save the Last Dance and 10 Things I Hate About You. Refreshments and snacks was available to purchase, and it was a school-wide participation, which a lot of people from the school purchased a ticket. It was a very, yes, everybody. It was a lot of people in school that bought a ticket. And
Class of 2027. So class of 2028 they got the dodgeball money, right? So I mean, that's maybe something you ask. You say, hey, Dr. E, could we get that money next year when we're seniors? Like, no, if nobody approaches me, I don't say. I just make up some stuff. I'm thinking about it like class of 21. I don't know. I just make up stuff. But if somebody had some ideas on what they wanted to do, then I'll certainly help you. We have a golf outing that's already decided now. But last year we made $60,000. Made $60,000. The year before that we made $48,000. That's $1,400. That's $60,000. Okay. Right.
we do have to step our game up.
But people have to, right, what'd you say?
We do have to step our game up.
Have to step your game up because I don't know what to tell you. But I like that. I expect that from you too, though. Sure could.
Not everybody.
Better have a GPA to go with it or I'm going to say no. I like that too. That's what I'm talking about.
So on our next slide, we have food drives. But due to testing and test makeups, the food drive will be held in May. We've had a lot of testing recently, so back to back, it's
We know.
just a lot. It's
No.
3 days in a row at M-Step, SAT, and then the WIN test that they just came up with.
Just make it up.
Just,
Let's just test them. Just get
Just
another
back to
test.
back, but
What's the
you gotta-
food drive? Who's that for? Who's the food drive for? What is it and who is it for?
Well, the
Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
I don't know. Is it for students? Like, are you
Oh, it's for
collecting
family.
cans or are you giving it to students? Like, things that you make, or are you giving it to the community? Like, I just need to know, what's the food drive? You put it up there. I'm just curious. I must have missed it. Yeah, I'm going to have to fact check.
Stop it, I'm nervous too.
You're doing very well. Seriously, you're doing well, ladies.
2026, 2027 school year, we would like to hold a lot more fundraisers, school events, like school-wide, community collaborations. I'm going to stop at community collaborations because one thing that we wanted to do for community collaborations was hold at the middle school football field a movie night for families in general. And
That's different.
To have, like, at late at night, open the field up, have the concession stand open, and have a movie for, like, families and stuff. Like we said, a
I
family.
like that. That's different.
Family, because you can have, like, 7 people per family, $10 for a family, or, like, $5 to $10 for a family, and then per person.
You need to make more money than that.
I mean, per family? For 10 people?
10 people for $10?
$10 for
7 people?
I mean, you gotta. It's still concessions. We still get money from concessions with 7 people. So say you order.
I gotta work with you. I get it, but I have to work with them. You have to aim a little bit bigger than that. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to ask people for money. Okay, it's okay.
Leadership building, having all our councils all together, learning about what we want to do with our whole councils and stuff like that. What we want to go with it, whether we want to go with our money and stuff like that, to where, like we said, want to go different places in Cedar Point, and we got to build together. Senior activities. I'm not gonna lie, the last couple years, the senior activities. So we want to outdo 26 and 25, and show bigger that 27 is just a better class. Elections is to actually say what we are in our council. Like a lot of our councils, never mind. Distinguished roles of where we are in the program and stuff, instead of just everybody showing up and not knowing what we're doing.
So I'm going to give you an example, okay? I'm being very, very serious. I can joke all the time, but I'm being very serious at this point. So for our golf outing, I had an idea how much I wanted us to make, okay? And I wasn't scared. I'm not afraid to fail. I'm okay with that. If I say 100,000 and we get 60, then I feel good about it. So I raised the price on donations. I said the top donator, 10,000. If you donate 10,000, we'll give you this. Then it went down to 5 or is it 8? 8 or 5,000. So I just put boom, 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 boom. And then this gentleman there with his arms folded there, looking like he's in the boy band, that guy here, they call him the great Jason Perkins, she does, but he would go out to some of the companies on our behalf and say, listen, can you give 10,000? We had 2 businesses that donated $10,000, 20 grand right there, boom. I wasn't afraid to say, listen, can you do 10,000? If they say no, well, can you do 5? Can you do 4? So if you're thinking about what you want to do, if you want to do DC, let's say you want to do DC and it comes to $40,000, you can't be scared. You got to try something that's going to, you tell people, we're trying to raise $40,000, and this is how we do it. Can't be scared to say, well, 7 of you, let me do the math, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to cost you $70. It's still cheaper than going to the movies in the grand scheme of things, but you just can't be scared. If you want things to happen, you've got to be able to sell it. If you can't sell it, I'm not going to buy it. You've got to be able to tell me why it's important for me to donate. So I can help you with that. I'm not saying I'm great. Mr. Perkins can help you on that. He's really good. He and I work together to make sure that we try to get out there and get a good amount of money. We can try to help you, but you have to do your part. Your class will have to do your part. I'm not going to work hard and I look behind and there's nobody there helping us out. Not going to do it. I believe that you have to work harder than me. You show me that you're willing to work harder, then I'll do everything that I possibly can. But if you're not willing to do it, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. So if you want to talk about those things, I'll be glad to talk about those. You can get Mr. Perkins, you can get Dr. Harvell, and everybody else that's behind you. Literally, there are people that are behind you that would gladly help out. I like you. Listen, you two are wonderful students. So I'm willing to help, but you better get your class behind you or I'm not going to do it either. They better do it.
Yes, sir.
I don't need sir. Appreciate that. Aging me at the table calling me sir. That's it?
Yeah. We had to
No,
go
like that's it.
last minute, but you know.
You don't have to say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, so with the, how you doing? Y'all did great, by the way. So with the community collaboration with the movie on the football field, are y'all aware that the city has like a projector?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm just making sure, you know, so make sure you reach out and see how you use it, if they charge, how much they charge, and then you set your price. You can't just set your price without knowing how much you're going to have to spend, because then you don't know. Oh, I hear it's a freebie back there.
Yes, I think that's a conversation to have with the city, and Mr. Perkins and myself can make that bridge for you if you decide to do that, to get that big 100-inch screen that they have, however big it is.
To tap onto the auditorium, we set the field because we have stands that can fit people. Plus, people can bring blankets and sit on the actual field.
Into the microphone, please.
Oh, my
so we
bad.
can hear.
You guys are
Yeah, the
up
cheap
here.
seats back here.
Yeah, the fields, because people can bring blankets and pillows and stuff and lay with their family on that. And we have bleachers.
Jackson has a great point about the screen.
Yeah.
This is our meeting. There are those of us in here that can help you with that.
Of course.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. In the high school, are there not pictures of you two in the high school?
Yes, there are.
Both of you or just one of you?
Both of us.
Okay, I thought so. Doing what?
marching band.
Yeah, that's what I thought. How about thinking differently? A battle of the bands. You invite River Rouge, Harper Woods, Huron. You invite their bands to come. They have to pay. You have to pay and make money off of it. Like, that's something different. Nobody does it around here. Think bigger and say, we're going to have battle of the bands. This is how much it costs to bring your band. And if we fail, so what? Big deal. But what if we succeed? What if we succeed and we prepare, battle of the bands, and you have parents are going to come. I bet your students are going to come to that because they want to see how good can we. Oh boy, yeah, we're going to have to compete.
Since I know the director at River Rouge, Nigel Foster, he put me on to a lot of battle of the bands and stuff like that. So I have thought about that for a long time. But it's just I've never produced it to Miss Ray's or any other band.
Well, if there's battle of the bands, I'm coming because there's something I want to see. If we're going to have battle of the bands, we've got to prep for that. But I'm just saying, thinking outside the box, try something different that we've never done. That would be attractive to people in the community, in other communities. When they hear about that, they will pay to see this and say, Romulus, I know they can't get with Rouge. Sure we can. Or Harper Woods, or E-Course, or, I mean, I can name some other ones. Belleville. But they need to understand what Battle of the Bands looks like, okay, what that looks like, okay? And you have a criteria. You get people that, I don't know, I've never played an instrument. But you get people that know what they're doing to judge. Anybody else here play an instrument at this board table?
Darcel Davis.
Is there, you play an instrument too? Okay. You do too? See, look at him. Two.
I played two, viola and piano.
See? I mean, battle of the bands, and you could have the old folks versus the young folks too. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that we could do. That would be fun. Put us on the map, doing different things. I'm tired of seeing the same old, same old. It's like watching Dateline every day. It's the same old, same old. Try something different, but you have to plan. You have to plan, but I think that would be a great fundraiser for us. You charge, I don't know, Mr. Davis, you're in that business. Like, what do bands charge, or what do people charge if you bring your band somewhere? We could bring Southfield, right? Just where you work. I mean, people would come. Would you think people would come for a battle of the bands? Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's a moneymaker right there. That is absolutely a moneymaker. And then you have them there. Then you have concessions as well. If it's on the field, you have the judges up top. I believe that could be really, really, really good. Just something else. It's just something, it's worth trying. And if we fail, big deal. Doesn't take you backwards. If you fail, it doesn't take you backwards because you didn't lose any money. Okay? Just something to think about. I don't know how much I can help you with that. I can be creative, very, but I don't know, like, how to do it. Like, I don't know what the criteria would be. None of that. But I can help you get it off the ground for sure.
I like that idea. I appreciate that.
Have to do some work. And then all the proceeds go to class of 2027.
All right, wait.
I can't give all the ideas. I mean, can't be giving you this free stuff. Got to charge you for my ideas.
I would charge you with love and appreciation. I'll pay
Oh,
you with
that's
love and
that's.
appreciation.
You know what? I would take that any day. Thank you, very much so. Thank you for
Yes.
coming up here. Thank you for Miss England. She's a class sponsor, I believe, maybe.
Yes.
Thank you for coming out, Miss England, too. Thank you for your preparation. That's it.
Thank you guys
me.
for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Consent agenda. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approves the May 11, 2026 consent agenda as presented. Matters listed under the consent agenda are considered routine in nature by the Board of Education and will be acted upon by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items. If any member of the board or any citizen requests discussion of an item, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will become the first item of business under the report of the superintendent portion of the agenda. A, approval of the minutes of the Board of Education for April 27, 2026 regular meeting. B, approval of the bills for payment as submitted by Josh Dyer in the amount of $1,211,208.14. And C, financial statements for March 2026. D, approval of the personnel actions as submitted by Executive Director of Administration and Human Resources, Kevin Brock. Employment, Rose Meyer, custodian floater. David Singh, school psychologist, and Thomas Cunnings, physical ed teacher at Romulus Elementary.
Support.
It's been motioned by Rogers, supported by Kennard. Any discussion? Roll call.
Rogers is yes. Kennard.
Yes.
Kamal.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
And Laster.
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Thank you. All righty. I thought Vice President Davis was just going to keep the train rolling, but hello, I apologize for my tardiness. I'm sorry I missed the presentation of the class too, but I'll watch it on YouTube. All right, we have the report of Superintendent Dr. Benjamin Edmondson with the district update.
One of my favorite activities of the board is this one. So, lots to talk about, but I'll try to keep it brief if possible. By the way, you okay? Just want to make sure that wrist is good. Hold on.
He probably has PTSD from you, like, being close touching him.
He knows what I did to the man. Hoping you can get some sleep now, finally. Couple of things. We have some guests here, if you haven't noticed. Okay, we have some guests here. I believe they represent the city of Inkster.
Yeah.
So the thing that I'd like to say is that we were contacted, I believe Jason Perkins was contacted by city officials of Inkster because some time ago, apparently the district deeded over the property, the old Inkster High School, to them. So they contacted us. I didn't know. I haven't been here. I wasn't here. So nice Eve went and she checked the board minutes, and it absolutely happened in 2016. They were deeded the property from the school district. Okay, that's an easy one for me. Okay, it's theirs. It's just that simple to me. It's theirs. They asked for it. So we were contacted, went to Jason. Jason gave it to me. Eve found the minutes, 2016. We had the minutes. I was contacted today to ask for a copy of the minutes, which I said that I would give them. I said I wasn't going to take on any financial burden for finding anything. Couldn't find the deed. I thought that, generally speaking, a title company can go to the city and pull it. But all I did was suggest that they do that so that we can be good, just good, I don't want to say partners, but just doing what's right. Doing what's right by people. I don't sit there and ask, what are you doing with the, it's none of my business. It's not our business. It was done in 2016. I believe the high school closed in 2013, so 3 years later. So we're going to do what we have to do, and I need the board to know that if this was done, I can get you a copy of the minutes so that you can see it, okay? Give it to them, and then they have to figure out what to do from there. I will support it, whatever they need that I can do, it's fine. Okay, again, I'm not asking what they did. That's none of my business. It was done by the board in 2016. We just want to help them get their property and get the deeds so that they can move on and do whatever they need to do by us. I would hope that none of you have a problem with that. I didn't have a problem with it. If that's what it was done, then you do people right. So I can tell the board that this is going to happen. I know they can't find the deed, so it's my responsibility to try to assist in that matter in any way that I can help. So I'm looking at the two of you. You have my word. I don't know who sent it. Was it Charday? Sent it to me. I don't know if you all were on the email. And I just want you to know that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to honor what they're asking for. No funny business, none of that. They asked for it. Let's give it to them, and then they can do what they need to do for the city. And if we're able to help them, good for them. So no problems from the board? Okay, so.
Isn't that like a call over to the people?
Call, what do you mean? From the board?
From you to the mayor?
Their mayor?
No, City Hall. Hello, I need a deed.
Well, I don't know who has it. I mean,
Yeah.
right, but so here's the thing.
That's the city.
Right, that's not, so I'm just saying I will help out in what they need if they need to come to me, but I'm not going to be the one that's going and trying to figure it out. Okay, and they did everything professionally. They reached out to Jason. Jason reached out to me. Then today was the first day that I got the email, so I replied all, and I said, listen, I will be able to help you in anything. We have the minutes. They asked for the minutes. We'll give them the minutes. They can't find the deed. They go, and if I need to represent the district when they're trying, I will do that, okay, because it's the right thing to do. And I want people to know that Romulus does the right thing to do by people. Okay, thank you. So, a couple of other district updates. Chronic absences, goodness gracious.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
Did I give it to you?
Yes,
Did you?
did. You gave us information.
Whew. And that's with help. I mean, everything. So I kind of did the math, and I thought it was about 500 out of 2,000. Okay, that's not a shocker across the country, across the state, across the country, in the city, in the county. 25% of your kids are missing. I mean, just do the math, 18 days or more. So we were having this conversation today, just in the principals meet, and I said, I don't know if it's philosophical, but what do you do? Okay, we have attendance liaisons who are doing their job, and we still have 25% of our student population is chronically absent. What does that do to a community? What does it do to I mean, you probably know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it here. But just what it does. What do we do? And I was like, listen, if the board has some charge for me, I'll do whatever. But 25%, I'd be holding everybody back. But I'll pass that on to you so we can discuss it. Like, thank you for reading it.
I feel like that's what needs to be done. Like, I seen a student on there with 73 absences out of 135 days. That's not even possible to move on to the next grade. That's not even possible for our teachers to be actual educators and teach. And even though this is a problem countrywide, I know neighboring districts, my wife a teacher, she say the same thing. Right. She got a student in her class, missed 56 days, right? Only come to school for field trips and stuff like that. Because all of their field trips are paid for. So you automatically.
You already know we not having that.
we really need, and we know this might rub people the wrong way, but like you should be retained, because it's no way you learn the criteria to go to the next grade. And what end up happening, then we have people when they get to middle school, because there's a lot of elementary schools on there, when they get to middle school, they not at the right reading level and things like that, which just creates them being problem students for the teacher, for the other students. The only way we go get this right is if it's some consequence to the actions. Everybody not missing school for the same reason. 76 days out of 135 kind of sound like you just not coming to school. If we just looking at you, I don't want to go there. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's that easy to just say I don't want to go today, because there's some other issues. I see Dr. Shammy, from our perspective, though, like for all of us. Okay, so now you put 500 kids back? I mean, can you really do that? And is it really, can I fault a student for their home life? Can I fault a student for their home life? You don't have parents like mine, or your family doesn't have the financial means. You don't have clothes. If you understand about poverty in itself, there's a lot of other issues where I said it's a philosophical, because I struggle to send somebody forward with that many, but then I can't help where you live. So again, we can, listen, I appreciate that. Dr. Shammy, I know you want to say the counter, and I'm all right with that. Okay, I'm definitely, as director of instruction, I'm all right with that. To the board, philosophically, what do? You saw it, 500. I saw a kindergartner only present 33% of the school year. How does that person go to the first grade?
That's the 70.
Yeah, no, I saw it too. This first page, I believe.
They
Like,
say they don't have to have kindergarten to go to first grade.
right, you're right. Kindergarten's not mandated.
Kindergarten is not mandated, but it should be. If you enrolled your child in school, they need to be in school. And like you say, we have the liaisons doing their part. They're talking to the judge. There's some other things that are missing, like you said, in terms of the dynamic, the household dynamic. There's so many different makeups, but it's like, where do we stop and where do we do that hold back? Because if we keep pushing them forward,
A disservice.
each year we push them forward, it's a disservice, because now they're so far behind. That's where now we get the behavior issues at, because they can't keep up. They can't maintain that. So we're like we're here, like, what are we supposed to do?
But I know at my school, they hear about retention and they'll pull their student and take them
And
before
take
it
them
hits their
someplace
record. So
else.
then
Yep.
we lose 500 kids to the neighboring
Yep.
wherever because you're not about to retain my student.
Yep.
So that's a conversation too. And then it's not even,
Yep.
yeah, it's just,
It's gone.
I mean, you think about graduation though, when I remember back when I was in school and you had to go to summer school to get that diploma, there was a standard there. You was in summer school because you wanted the diploma. It's just about, it's just a different time. I mean, and it is, kids with no washer, no dryer. You don't have clean clothes. You're watching your siblings, not just on half days. You're the babysitter because the parent have to go to work. It's all types of things that we have to look into just besides you. It's the holistic approach of the student, not just why are you not coming to school, the grades. It's all of that.
We just had a parent who said, I have 7 kids, and the oldest is in the 9th grade, all the way down, and said, I work 17 hours a day. Now, personally, I'm like, I mean, I can't, that's not my job to figure that out for you. That's what, you have 7 kids. But she's like, I can't pick them up. I can't, she didn't say she didn't know the teachers, but I assume that she probably didn't know the teachers if you have 7 from 9th grade all the way down. They have issues, academic issues in particular, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, it's a philosophical thing that I think a lot of schools wrestle with. Now, as you saw with me, we give students jobs here. Okay, I put that GPA on there, and you can only have a certain amount of absences for me to do something like that. I'm not going to do it. You probably don't have the work ethic, and guess what? At your job doesn't say, well, what's your home life like? Your job doesn't do that. Okay, there is an expectation. So at least for that, I won't do it. But then when it comes to graduation, we don't have that you have to have a certain amount of days that you're in school. But it's a tough one. It's just, philosophically, I'm like, I'm not going to enable. Everybody knows I say that. I can't enable. But then you see this and you saw that. And I said, is not absences a parent problem or is it a kid problem? She's in the kindergarten. She missed all that time. We gonna blame the she driving? I'm just, how's this work? And it's so frustrating. This is the thing that gets me. I went into education to change lives. And then this, right? You can't make me, I'm not, and I just, but I wanted you to see that. I sent it to you all so you could see like what I'm dealing with. I hope that that's not, it wouldn't be used against me. I mean, I speak openly with you all about what I try to do here. And some of the things that I face, that one is what are we going to do? 500 kids out of 2,000 have missed more than 18 days. And you saw how many they had. Trustee, I know you look like you want to say something.
Pretty much.
You know you wanna
everything
say
has been
something.
said here, but when I looked at the information and the data, I'm looking at it from the financial perspective and the data that's in front of us. And first thing came to me was policies and practices and just how effective are we and we're seeing this information, what are the parameters that we say, hey, this is a red flag, if those practices and policies are being administered and managed. So how are we managing that so that as it gravitates to that, what are we doing prior? So I'm quite sure some steps administration is probably taking. I'm not going to say if they're not, but how are we holding them accountable and knowing that if a student is headed in that direction, how effective are we? What have we done? Do we have documentation? And then another thing that came to me is that we have funds that's step aside. I hear what you're saying. You're not in the business of, mandating the responsibilities of the parents and stuff, but working together and collaborating with them. We have, what other programs should we as a district, should we be looking at that's administered, all across, well as elementary, middle, and high school, if there's something else that we could be doing, we can look at it. I'm with you. I think outside the box, way out of the parameters, not with the status quo, but seeing that, we're doing all that we can and making sure that we are doing that. I'm not saying that we're not, because I don't know, and I'm not saying that the administrators are not taking those extra steps, but, what else can we do is pull some people together and let them just come up with something. If the funds is something that could be utilized for that, hey, it's there.
Even how the attendance liaison spoke about the teachers not calling the students being absent, and it was just solely, not for everybody, so let me not all the teachers, but some, they said the data was they were the first touch point. If you 3 days, the teacher should be reaching out.
So how do we know, what, I know they came before us, but who's holding them accountable? Who's holding them accountable and making sure that it doesn't get too far out of hand?
So, like from a teacher standpoint, because that was a big issue for me when they said like sometimes that the liaisons are the first point of contact. From a teacher standpoint, we need teachers who care, right? If you're my student and I haven't seen you in 2 days, I need to know why. It's as simple as that, especially elementary, kindergarten students, because, they just in one class. We're not changing classes and stuff like that. I need to know why. Now, I'm going to call you. You might do it 2 weeks in a row. You might do it 3. I care. I'm going to call you every single time because at the very least, your parent is going to get sick of me calling and say, let me take you to school because I don't want to hear from Mr. Jackson this week. That's at the very least. We have to have teachers who, and I'm not saying we don't, but when liaisons say, well, they act like they never heard from a teacher, and but the parents like the kids too, so you know what I mean by that. So we don't know if that's 100%, but what we do know is we need teachers who care and want to know where have you been, because we can't. You've been gone for 73 days. Now we just using this number because that is way too excessive for any age group. You've been gone for 73 days. I don't even know. You know how far, everything you missed in those 3 months, almost 3 months. You missed everything, and now you go start feeling like I don't know none of this stuff. I might as well just stay home.
So then for me, and to add to that, maybe the liaisons, there needs to be another step in whatever they're doing or not doing. Okay, so I don't know who's evaluating those processes, but, it should be right there. The teacher and the liaison is working together, and if programs are needed to be established, then we need to have those types of conversations need to happen. We need to look at it aggressively.
We're all in this business, of what we do. You try to do as much as you can, but you see, it's an issue. Even as a liaison, they're doing their job, and I would say a lot of teachers, not all, obviously, a lot of teachers are making those calls and things like that. I put another thing in front of you right now. This is just from May. Consecutive absences. So if you look at each student that's named, and this was we only did the middle school and high school, and we only started from April. Okay, if you see, you'll see how long, where it started and where it ended. Consecutive streaks of absences. You're looking at some kids that are like, you see, 23 absent. Where are they? And then you have to try to track them down. So we don't drop, in this district, we don't just drop somebody because they are gone. You drop them when another school asks for the records or the parent comes in to drop them. So these students have not been dropped. We're just trying to figure, where are they? And that's just 1 month, a 1 month snapshot in the high school and the middle school. So you can see that there is a problem, but I don't want people to feel like, oh, Romulus is all, the negativity is just too much for me to handle. Romulus is really no different than a lot of school districts. Everybody's struggling with the same stuff. It might look a little different someplace else, but these are issues that all schools are having, particularly since COVID. That's when it seemed like school became optional. After COVID, it's optional for you to be here. But then when you jump on a parent and say, where are they? Well, their mental health today, they didn't. Sometimes you hear that, and other times the kids said, I don't want to come. Okay, the parent says, I back off. So I just want to give you just a snapshot. I can't tell you that I'm not doing stuff. I can tell you I'm doing quite a bit. And we're having these conversations. We just had it today, having these conversations about every principal knows what's going on. Every teacher knows. And it doesn't matter where you go. I guarantee if we go to Darcel School, same way. Belleville, same way. Metro, same way. That's just how it is. Okay, it doesn't mean that we can't try to figure out what we can do to just make a small dent.
Not to throw anybody under the bus, but I'm looking at the accuracy here because siblings on here go to my school. They were absent for 6 days because they were on vacation. One sibling shows 5, the other sibling shows 6. So it's just,
Right.
I'm
So
just saying, just as looking at this, making sure the
Right.
absences are
So I can tell you what the conversation was today. I mean, based on that. Okay, we had our pupil accountant come in here and talk about teachers making certain that they do attendance. So my response today, and this will be, I don't know if this gets played by every teacher, but I was like, the only thing that you are required by law to do as a teacher is to what? Do you know? Take attendance, not even grade, just take attendance. The minute you can't take attendance is the minute that it needs to be in your evaluation that you don't know how, or you haven't done it. Now, just one time doesn't mean that I didn't, that happens. But if you have a pattern of not taking attendance, it needs to be in your evaluation. Did I not say that? Is there anybody in the back? Did I not say that? I made it very clear that you've got to be accurate on what you're doing, because the information that I have needs to be accurate, and we need to make sure that we hold teachers accountable for that, because that's their job. So that's just another conversation. So I want you to know.
Like 23, 23, 21, the top three. We should know
What's going on?
And where they are.
Like, have we had any touch points?
So here's the problem with that, is you can't drop them, so you call, phone disconnected. Maybe you get an attendance liaison, but I don't tell them, don't go in the houses. That's not something you necessarily want to do, or that I will say, go to somebody's house. I don't know about that. You can sometimes send a police officer or a liaison. It all depends. Okay, but it's like you've got to find out where the student is. But sometimes you know that they're at another school. But if the school doesn't contact you, you still can't drop them until you get a records release. So it's just an overall problem that we all know exists. But I put our issues out at the table. I think you all know that. I don't have a problem talking about them. What our issues are, okay, when you say that to me, you're right. That's why I mentioned it. Like, hey, we have some teachers that don't take accurate attendance. Now, I would say that the majority do, particularly at elementary. It's so much easier because you see the kid all day. But when they're coming in and out for 45 minutes, 50 minutes, they come in late, 20 minutes, you're in a lesson, it can be difficult. So I'm just giving you some ideas. Can I move on? Is that all right? Everybody, we good?
Yes.
Okay. So just a couple more things. I met with the class of 1985. That was really neat. It was really neat to see, I'm class of 87, but it's really neat to see the class of 85. There must have been, Eve, how many people? At the most. At the most. I was going to say 10 to 12 maybe, but I mean, 2 of the people went to Harvard. I was like, wow, like so exciting to hear. And so they were asking me how many students do we have versus when they graduated. Wow. I mean, their class, according to them, has as much as that's in the entire high school now. I had a hard time believing. 450? They're like, oh yeah, we had like 450. I'm like, wow.
I graduated, we had close to 800. Just seniors.
That's hard to believe, but I'm gonna believe you.
You know what?
You know I like messing with you. I mean, if you say so. I would go ahead. Okay, I believe it.
Look it up. Look it up.
Yeah, she does. No, I do believe that. But what I had to explain too is how education has changed. You now have 2 different charter schools in a school district. And I tell you, when a charter comes, they tell you they can take 30% of your kids. They do all the math. By the time they come there, they already did it. They know who they're going to get. They're going to take 30%. I said, we have 2 different charter schools here now. You have school of choice. That's something that didn't exist either. Right. So when they say, wow, you have 450 in the whole school, we do. And I was like, considering the fact that we have 2 charter schools here, plus school of choice, plus open borders kind of, so you got Huron doing their thing, Wayne Westland, Taylor, the ones that are contiguous, Belleville, they're contiguous to you, touching. That means that's why you lose all the people that you lose. And I'm like, we're very blessed to be able to maintain where we are right now. But I said, sports is not the same. Everybody wants to go back to 2012, Nate Oates. I mean, that was 15 years ago. I get it. But the landscaping of school has changed. So everybody's competing against everybody. But they're just asking, what can they do? I didn't ask for any monetary donations. I just said, any ideas, anything that you want to do? They were very supportive in their 40th anniversary last year. So it was good to see them, and it was good that they had good energy. National Honor Society just had their induction. I was not able to make it, but I know that we had 18 new students that were inducted to the academic or National Honor Society. Decision Day, I was going to have Kevin Brock come up here because I was out that day, and he attended. He said that was the best. Here he is. He was like, that was the best kind of like spirit-wise, it was great to see this decision day. So I just asked him, could he come up for a minute or two, tell you what that was. Decision day.
Yep. All right, good evening, Madam President, Dr. Edmondson, Board of Education. Yeah, so that was probably one of the best decision days that I attended with 2 brand-new counselors to our district who ran that event. It just felt really good. It was interesting because parents had showed up and they didn't know what to do. The counselors were like, parents were not invited. But what was great about it is I went up to them, I said, parents want to hang here and enjoy, this is their child, this is their senior year, and they're like, oh, we're good with it, we just don't know, do we feed them, do we not feed them? I'm like, if there's enough food after kids eat, because they had all this food donated. They had a company there giving, I guess it's bubble tea, I don't know, they were doing like vitamin drinks and all kinds of cool stuff that was donated, food was donated, and they recognized every kid, every student, every senior, and where they were going to school, and if they weren't going to school, what they were going to do after high school. So it was really, really, really well attended. It was really a great event. Really, probably I would say it was one of the best decision days that I've been to, and I've been to a lot of them. So it was awesome.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We have Sandy Tenney that's behind you, and Sandy Tenney contacted me about, and it's in line with decision day that the city, there are some scholarships that were available, and we have some students that didn't take advantage of it. And I love that we have a relationship with Sandy that she's going to tell you like it is, and that's what she does. And then you respond. So she's talked to me, and I got to the principal just to say there's still, I think there were like 6 $1,000 scholarships that were still available to our students. So thank you to her. Thank you so much for doing what you do, Sandy, to make sure that our kids have an opportunity to get some additional funds or a scholarship. So that was just nice. It probably aligns with Decision Day.
Absolutely does, yeah.
And one of our counselors of the 2 is a graduate of Romulus. So it's really nice that she comes here and understands the population and is working hard for our students. So thank you for that. LIFT graduation just happened, and LIFT is for our students that have disabilities. More extreme disabilities, but of the 6 kids that were there, I believe I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4 of them started here at high school, and they're finishing up in 4 years. So that was great to see. Chamber of Commerce, Person of the Year went to Ellen Bragg. It was a wonderful, wonderful ceremony. I was there as long as I could be there. That was a really long day for me. But it was a wonderful event that was well put on. Mark Lukowitz across the street was the master of ceremonies. It was just great spirit in that room. I think Ellen Bragg means a whole lot to this community. I know that Ellen Bragg brings a lot of experience and has done a lot for our school district because she was, I believe she worked in a counseling office, I think she said. So it was just a great event, and that I get to attend those things is wonderful. The board president showed up as well, and we had some other people from Romulus Community Schools show up, so that was a great thing. As you can see, you might not be able to see, but this is where we're going to get busy. As a Board of Education, and particularly my role too, I will be at as many events that I can go to. But we have Seniors Night, that's May 18th at 6 p.m. We have the Romulus High School Spring Band Concert the next day, the 19th. The 21st is the prom send-off. I'm not going. May 28th, Adult Ed graduation. I'll be there. May 30th, high school graduation. I'll be there with you all. And then June 10th is the last day of school. So we have some of these things. Yay. I forgot it says yay in there, but yeah, that's yay on behalf of the teachers. Yay. And maybe the parents. I don't know about that. If you can attend, we'd like to see you, particularly at the graduations, the adult ed, the high school. But I think that the spring concert is just as important to make sure that you can come. If you can come in, even if you can only stay 20 minutes, it's important that kids get to see you there, okay? It makes a difference. But the send-off, I'll tell you, I've never gone, and it's this prom send-off. I just want kids to have a good time and be safe. Okay, but I have a conflict that day. So that's it on my report. I thank you. I love talking about Romulus, and I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you all. Thank you for your time. Here you go. We'll have Miss Camilleri send those out to you so that you can decide to come to whatever you'd like. Okay. Oh, I forgot, Trustee Kamal meets with me once a month, once every 2 weeks, once every month. It seems to be once a month, but if you'd like to do that, you're more than welcome to do that, to meet with me or walk around the school district with me so that we can talk about some things. Just like today, I had all of the directors go to schools, all of our schools, and tell me what you see. Come back and tell me, and I have cards that they have been given, the directors have been given cards, just like you, to send them out to kids. So I know that I asked you, I challenged you to, if you can do 3 or 4 cards, and if you don't know who to get them to, just, if you have time, just roll with me. We can just run into kids and run into staff, and anybody you feel like you want to write a card to, let's do it. I sent mine out last week. I haven't asked the kids if they got them yet, but I suspect that they did. Handwritten by me, thanking them for what I saw in the school.
Thank you, Dr. Edmondson. We are now at the report of the Executive Director of Administration and Human Resources, no, I'm sorry, rewind, you're not done. You have an action item,
Oh,
but we'll just read it for you.
yeah, thank you. I
Yeah, you
appreciate
got it.
It's teamwork.
Oh, that's long.
Go ahead, Judy.
No, you didn't.
Because he definitely was gonna need glasses for that one. I mean, that's like 6.
But what's funny is she turns my mic off, but she said on a hot mic.
Oh, my goodness.
You on your laptop, you can make it big, see?
Yeah, see.
I got it.
Okay, whereas to the Board of Education, Madam President, Board of Education, the Wayne County Regional Educational Services Agency, National Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation, whereas the public education remains the cornerstone of a strong, thriving, and just society, and teachers are the very heart of that foundation, transforming lives each day, and in doing so, shaping communities, strengthening our nation, and influencing the future of the world by ensuring every student has access to high-quality, equitable learning opportunities. And whereas educators across Wayne County ignite curiosity and intentionally cultivate joy, nature, creativity, and inspire innovation. Whereas empowering students to think critically, preserve with confidence, and contribute meaningfully to an ever-evolving global community. And whereas teachers serve not only as facilitators of learning, but as mentors, advocates, coaches, sponsors, and trusted champions, creating safe, inclusive, and affirming environments where every student is valued and supported. And whereas educators build powerful bridges between schools, families, and communities, understanding that student success is a shared commitment rooted in trust, partnership, and collective responsibility. And
Let me jump in, please. So I'll cut you a break. I'll do the next 4, and then somebody else do.
Okay, just do
So we
that.
get a break. Whereas through their unwavering commitment to continuous growth and reflective practice, teachers intentionally and skillfully adapt to meet the diverse academic, social, and emotional needs of all learners with precision, care, and distinction. And whereas teachers shape the whole child while instilling resilience, confidence, collaboration, and a lifelong love of learning that extends far beyond the classroom. And whereas the extraordinary educators of Wayne County embody the highest standards of dedication, professionalism, and compassion, consistently going above and beyond to ensure every student is recognized, affirmed, and inspired to thrive, while setting a defining standard that elevates and advances the profession of education. And whereas their impact transcends content and instructional practice as they profoundly touch lives, shape futures, and strengthen the very fabric of our communities for generations to come. And
Whereas the Wayne Reesa Board of Education proudly recognizes these invaluable contributions and expresses its deepest gratitude and unwavering appreciation for the excellence, commitment, and heart of our educators bring each day. And whereas National Teacher Appreciation Week provides a meaningful opportunity to celebrate, honor, and uplift the extraordinary work of teachers and educators and the profound difference they make in the lives of students, families, and communities. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Wayne County Regional Educational Service Agency Board of Education hereby proclaims May 4th through the 8th, 2026 as Teacher Appreciation Week and calls upon students, families, staff, and community members to intentionally recognize, celebrate, and uplift the dedication, passion, and lasting impact of Wayne County teachers and educators. Be it further resolved that we honor and thank our teachers and educators, not only during this week, but throughout the year, for their unwavering commitment to serve with excellence for the immeasurable differences they make in the lives of others. Let it be known that the influence of a teacher and educator extends far beyond the classroom, shaping character, opening doors, and leaving a legacy that endures for a lifetime. Presented and adopted on the 15th day of April 2026 in recognition of the extraordinary contributions of teachers and educators and in deep appreciation for the countless ways they inspire, lead, and serve. Signed by your Board of Directors for Wayne Risa.
Support.
It's just reading it.
You started reading, so who said?
Support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wanted
We switch.
Support.
Okay. Motion by Kennard, supported by Rogers. Any discussion? Roll call.
Kennard.
Yes.
Rogers is yes. Come on.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Laster.
Yes.
Approved.
Thank you so much. We are now at the report of the Executive Director of Administration and Human Resources, Mr. Kevin Brock, with an FYI of the RECC staffing expenditure. And Dr. Shammy is going to grab him.
He went to top two.
Yes, yes. Okay, good evening again. Sorry about that. I'm really here on behalf of Miss Leela Dunn. Miss Leela has asked, she would be here tonight, but she couldn't be available. She wanted me to file a report or give an FYI to the Board of Education that at the next meeting, there will be a resolution to allow or approve funds for her staff to receive a $1,000 year-end bonus. And why this is, so typically their budget ends September 30th. So they have until September 30th to spend their budget through Wayne County RESA. This year they moved it up to June 30th. If they don't spend it, they lose it. And this money has to be spent on salaries or incentives for her folks. She's hoping that in the next board meeting that you will approve this $1,000 year-end bonus for each of the following GSRP personnel: 5 lead teachers, 5 associate teachers, 5 support staff, and 1 GSRP administrative assistant. So I'm just giving you an FYI, but that resolution will be on the board agenda for the next meeting for approval. I'll take questions if you have questions at this time.
Seeing no questions.
Hearing none?
No, I don't think I think this is something that we do yearly.
We've done this the last couple of years because of the funding.
Oh, so
One year there was an
September.
increase in funding from the federal government. The year before that, there was an excess of funds she has to spend her money. It's not like we can roll this over from year to year. So you're correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
it
just
feels like every year we're doing this. This year I was surprised when she asked me because she did have some staff reductions this year. She didn't fill some positions because they told her she was running on a very tight line. She didn't even purchase some equipment that she needed for this year. So now she's doing that as well as allowing this bonus to take place if the board should approve it.
So the funding for that will exhaust all of the funds, exhaust all of it.
I don't know if it's all of it, but I mean the majority of it. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but
You say majority, or you don't?
I don't have the exact numbers in front of me.
Okay.
I don't know what her
I'm just
year-end
making
budget is,
sure.
but that's what
Oh,
she's
gonna be
asking for.
She's gonna,
Some other purchases as well as doing this since.
My understanding is that whatever she was missing out on equipment, that she was going to do some of that
no,
as,
go ahead and go. Okay,
as
gotcha.
well as this bonus.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Thank you. We are at the report of board subcommittees. We have an action item.
Madam President, topic is the second and final reading for the March 2026 Policy Manual Updates as provided by Miller Johnson. Recommended motion, move that the Board of Education approves the second and final reading of the March 2026 Policy Manual Updates as provided by Miller Johnson. Rationale, continuous policy updates are needed for legal compliance, risk mitigation, and alignment of district practices with current federal and state laws. School district attorneys, as specialized counsel, review policies to prevent costly litigation, address new legislation, and protect the district from liability. Budget implications is none, and the exhibit is the proposed policy update.
Support.
It's been motioned by Rogers, supported by Davis. Any discussion?
Yes. If you go to the third to last page, it's just about the wireless communications. So the latest research on this is that what to expect when we adopt this, what to expect during the school year. So I'm going to share it, okay? There will be a spike in discipline. There's going to be a spike because you're going to have parents and kids telling you can't tell me what to do. Yeah, I can, and then I'll show you too. So you can expect that that's going to happen. There is no academic achievement gains by taking cell phones. That was a shocker to me, real shocker, but you can expect that academically nothing is going to change, okay, which you would think. But I'm just letting you know that I'm trying to figure out ways. I'm going to send something out, first of all, but I'm going to also do a video, and I might actually do like a role play so parents know what to expect. Okay, we talked about it briefly as a staff, but it's only as effective as what the teachers are going to allow. Okay, so if you go in and you see a phone and you're sitting in the class, you go with me and we're walking into class and we see the kid with the phone and the teacher's just sitting there. I told the staff today, the principals, and that falls on the teacher. Okay, normally we're going to jump on the kid. I'm not going to jump on the kid. I'm going to jump on the staff member to say, how is that possible? We have a board policy, and we are all responsible for following board policy. So I'm going to hit that at the beginning of the year with the staff, but I'm also going to mention some things to some parents because I don't want the fight, and I know it's going to be a fight. I don't want the fight when a kid telling you that you can't touch my, yeah, I can. Okay, and I'm going to show you. So I just want you to know what to expect, that there's likely to be a spike in discipline, and that academically probably not much is going to change, because I was just reading an article. I thought it was the New York Times, but it might have been Bridge Magazine, that's just saying what to expect. Kind of limit your expectations, because that's what's been happening everywhere else. I just wanted to let the board know that that's likely to be the case.
No other discussion, roll call.
Rogers is yes. Davis?
Yes.
Kamal?
Yes.
Kennard?
Yes.
Jackson? Laster?
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Thank you. I know we had the presentations of the strategic plan, and I know Trustee Kamal had asked, were we going to have discussion? I know we have one more presentation. I know Eve was getting in contact with Dr. Lipa, maybe the next meeting that he should be here, so we'll have the final presentation, and then as a board, we can discuss which route we want to go. So just wanted to give an update there. I'll be brief. Thank you to everybody for coming out. Thank you to all our teachers. We know that teaching is the career that makes every other career possible. Like, educating the young minds is what sets everybody else up for success. So thank you to all our teachers. It is a hard job. It is not for the paycheck. I always say, if I had a magic wand, 200,000 out the gate. Marcel, I know you can. You just getting your feet wet. It's like, Okay, Southfield. This recorded, so your boss gonna see this. That's why I'm just right. But no, just right. Thank you. to all our teachers, and I'm excited for all the upcoming. This is a busy time, but it's an exciting time. We're pushing the class of 2026 out, and it's like, wow, 4 graduations. We've like as a board with y'all, and just excited. So that's all that I have. I'm brief today. Trustee Kamal. Treasurer Kennard.
No, I would just like to thank our guests for staying and coming back. Mr. Chisholm, you're city council, right? Yeah, okay, I remember you. But thank you for coming back, and to the board, to those other guests out there, thank you for coming and being with us today. And this year went by fast. I mean, I don't know, it's because I was,
Depends who you are.
yeah.
Slow down on that one.
I'm looking at it's May already, the school year's over with, and I'm like, okay, all right. So I
Be
look
more
forward-
Mondays.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to all the responsibilities, addition for the year. Thank you.
Madam Secretary.
I just want to thank the young ladies that came out from the class of 2027. They have a few ideas that they want to do something different, and we should be there. We gave them some ideas, so we're going to see what they come up with. But I want to thank everybody else for coming out. School year is winding down, so
Well,
it's been a year. This has been a different year, I think. Everybody I talked to has been a different year in terms of everything. Discipline, coming up with this new wireless track. Oh, next year's gonna be fun. But I just want to thank everybody for coming out, and just looking forward to the busy next couple of weeks to close out the school year.
Trustee Jackson.
Yeah, hi, everybody doing? So I just wanted to talk.
Please give him a shirt that say that. Hi, everybody doing?
How everybody doing? Oh, okay.
I want to say 2 things. I want to say, like, that is commendable with giving something back to Inkster. My grandmother was the first person to graduate from that building that stood on that land. So that's big. It shouldn't have even been torn down because it's historical. But she was one of the class that graduated, her and my grandfather. So that was big. And, I'm from Inkster, so that's commendable because other school districts, not so commendable when it comes to getting our land back. I say our because I'm from Inkster, but that's commendable. Then also I want to talk about, we have some alum, Mo Franklin. He started with Be Unique, Not a Bully. When his daughter went to the middle school, she met a young lady named Zaire, and they've been best friends ever since. So now we still do Be Unique, Not a Bully. We do pizza parties every year for the 5th graders coming from the elementaries. We give them backpacks. We go in there. We do pizza parties. We already did 2, but tomorrow they're having an assembly at WIC with Zaire, just to show the kids, like, you can be from here. I actually got, like, some marketing ideas about that because, like you just said, somebody from 1985, 2 people went to Harvard. It's a lot of people who come from this school, and I think people need to know that. But tomorrow, Zaire will be at WIC at 9:30. They're doing an assembly so she can meet the kids. She is a phenomenal songstress. Like, she is phenomenal, and she's an alumni. Maurice Franklin alumni, so that's something he's been doing, and we gonna continue to do that. So if you can make it 9:30 tomorrow at WIC, and then next Tuesday it'll be Rhyme Ale 9:30, and then we already did Barth for the pizza party, so we got Hell Creek and everything coming up. But I just wanted to let people know.
Thank you. Vice President. And thank you for leading the meeting.
One more thing. We did have our MASB award ceremony last week, and I want to say that we are an honor board. We were recognized as being an honor board again for this year. So it was really exciting to see, especially there's some districts where they've had people on their board for years and years, and they haven't even done those classes.
Oh, and they say a plaque should have already been here.
Yeah,
or
we should
coming
be
or something.
a plaque should be coming,
Yeah,
or something
they
should be
gonna mail
coming,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's outstanding, and congratulations to the board. When you come in next week, this room is going to look different. That's all I'm going to say. This room's going to look different, but we should probably put your pictures up and your terms and just being an honor board and a nice picture that says that somewhere. I'll work on that, but we have to coordinate how to do that. Maybe the next board meeting, everybody wear whatever you're gonna wear, and then we put a nice picture up because that is something that's important. And oh, board members. Okay, so we're working on something. Something's going to be different. So the last two things for me is I'm going to get back to this policy.
One second.
Oh, I thought it was my turn.
Dr. Edmondson.
Oh, I thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Hi, everybody. How you doing? Okay, so Dr. Shammy, I want you to be ready for this. Okay. All right. Recording and broadcast. Students may not use wireless communication devices to broadcast or record audio, images, or video of any student, staff member, or other person in the school while attending school-related activity, unless the student has received permission from the persons to be broadcasted or recorded. This prohibition does not apply to extracurricular or curricular activities for which personal recording is generally permitted, such as athletic events, arts, and performances. See, right there, that's going to be a problem. Everybody understand that, right? What that says. And we're going to expect people to enforce it. So we're going to have to do a great job in letting people know that this is happening. It doesn't matter where they go. It's much the same in other school districts. But that there, taping fights and all that other kind of craziness that goes on, now there's going to be a consequence that comes with that. Okay, and I hope that you support me when it happens, because you're going to have people coming to the board meeting and doing all kinds of things with that. Okay, it's just so Dr. Shammy, get ready. Next, I don't know if you've had the chance, but I was contacted that at the May 4th special board meeting in Wayne Westland, what was stated was that Wayne Westland, with their board and their superintendent, talked about coming into Romulus and Westwood schools with a bus to take our transient students, I believe was the quote. So you have to understand that they've already heard from me, okay, already. So I have a meeting on Thursday to discuss this and maybe have some restoration and some healing on some end. I just don't play that. Generally speaking, there is an agreement. It's not written. There's an agreement that you won't do that. If you want to take our students, you'll figure out how to do it, but you don't bring a bus into someone's community. The only reason that I'm discussing it here, because it was at their board meeting that's where it was discussed. So I want to have a counter on my end to tell you as the board. YouTube it. Special meeting, Wayne Westland. You can go to the 54th minute. Okay, that's where it is, the 54th minute. And think about what I'd really like for you all to do is to contact their Board of Education members and say, and just have a conversation about that. I wouldn't dare, honestly, I wouldn't do that. Okay, there's a phrase like no honor among thieves, and I'm not saying that's the case, but I wouldn't do that. And I don't expect anybody to do that. So we're having a meeting on Thursday. I will report to you on Friday. I'll give you the information. I expect it to go well for us. But who? Do you really want to know? Dr. Simmons of Westwood Schools.
No, I'm saying, Kevin, you going?
No, what I
Yeah, you need somebody to go with you.
I don't know. So listen,
You know.
you all, listen, you know my personality, and so do they. And so did that school board, so did the other superintendent. He called me. But let me tell you, the other superintendent, he is, for me, I mean, he called me and I said to him when I was driving home today, I said, you know my personality. I said, but you're also somebody who can bring me down because you know I don't play certain stuff. I just don't. I'm consistent. I'm not going to go and lose my cool. I'm never going to do that. Never. I won't do it. But I'm passionate about this community, the one that I serve, and you're not going to do that. So I don't need anybody to come with me. I'll be calm. I'm going to have a free lunch, too. I'm excited about eating for free. Okay?
What's the lunch?
I'm going to be at the Avenue. If you want to see me, I'll be at the Ave. I'll videotape it for you. But I promise you I'm going to represent our school district well because that's just not something that you do. But I'm going to encourage you to contact your colleagues, your peers at that level and say, hey, we understand, we saw. Like, I'm hoping that we come to a better resolution than that. It's just not good practice. That's all. It's not good practice. So just want you to know that, okay? And I know I act a clown up here and things, but generally speaking, I do keep my composure. But I think everybody would say I'm very spirited, and I'm not going to pull back on being spirited. You need to know I'm not cool with that. I don't think we should be. I don't think my board should be okay with that, nor the community. So I just want to share that with you. Bye, everybody. Have a good day. That's how you. No, but that's what would. We don't ever have you do a goodbye. That's what it would probably be like. Hey, everybody, it's good to see you. Like, thanks for coming.
Please.
All in favor?
Aye.
7:15.
You want more meetings as well, but everybody's meetings being on Monday nights, and our council